Welcome. Yeah, so you don't need anything for this. You can put everything down, and we're going to come inwards into a meditation, tuning in. There's some seats over here or there, yeah. Okay, so a few more people trickling in. We're just going to do a meditation, so if you'd like to, when you're ready, take a seat. Just while we're settling, we'll just put the G center in the middle. So when you're ready, if it feels correct for you, closing your eyes and bringing your attention inwards and just noticing your body supported, noticing what it is for your body to be supported, nothing to do other than breathe and follow my voice. And starting with 3 big breaths, and these 3 breaths are in through the nose and out through the open mouth in your own time. And as you hear the outward breath, just intending to let go of anything that's distracting you without needing to know what that is. And when you're done, closing your mouth and bringing your attention to your nostrils, noticing the felt sensation of the breath, cooler as it passes in and warmer as it passes out. Following your breath in your own time. And each time a thought comes, bringing your attention back to your breath. And on the next in-breath, following the breath in through the nostrils and up behind the eyes. Breathing in your own time, up behind your eyes. Breathing up into the top of your head as if you could aerate your brain. And reminding yourself gently, whatever's happening here, this is not my authority. My authority lies somewhere else. And on the next in-breath, following the breath in through the nostrils and down into the throat. Allowing the attention to settle in the throat. This place of expression, manifestation. Just noticing how tight or relaxed your throat is. And gently reminding yourself, this is not my authority. My authority lies somewhere else. And on the next in-breath, following the breath in through the nostrils, down through the throat and into the chest. Noticing this very different felt sensation of the breath in the chest. The lungs as they fill and empty in your own time. The ribs as they part, widen and let go in your own time. So strong and yet so flexible, protecting your breath every moment of your life. And from this place, asking the question, where is my authority? And moving both hands to the place of your authority. Putting your hands on the place in the body that you recognize as your authority. So for many of you, this will be the solar plexus. Above the center is above the belly button and at the base of the lungs, this place of the nervous system, this place where you feel the moving of emotions, the place where you're waiting. And if this is not your authority, maybe your authority is the sacral center, the ovaries or the testes, and maybe your hands are placed deep down below your belly button in this place of sacral response, this potent place, this place that either engages or disengages with what life brings towards you, the place that sends energy into your entire body and being to connect or not. And if this is not your authority, perhaps it's your splenic system. Perhaps this ancient physical awareness, this system is your authority. And you may be wondering, yes, so where do I put my hands? Because that spleen is sitting up under the left hand rib. But it's not just the spleen, it's the whole lymphatic system. And so you might like to try the experiment of putting your hands on your belly button. Why the belly button? This is the place of this early physical survival that connected you with all the systems that allowed your body to survive and develop. I like to imagine, as I put my hands on my belly button, all my systems of my lymphatic systems, my watery systems, my bones, the bone marrow that holds this intelligence radiating out into my entire body and being. And if this is not your authority, perhaps it's your ego center, your ego heart center. You might have your hands on your heart, your stomach. This place of the will and the esteem that exchanges everything with the rest of the body. And if this is not your authority, perhaps you're a self-projector and perhaps it's your G center. Perhaps you have your hands on your sternum. This place of the essence of you, whether you're open, well, if it's your authority, you're defined. This essence of you that has a particular way of showing up that can be expressed through your voice spontaneously. So here you are in your authority, and if none of these are your authority, then perhaps you are wondering, where do I put my hands? So you're a mental projector or a reflector. And if you're a mental projector, you might like to try putting your hands on your G-center, also this place that reflects your environment, the place that tells you so much about where you are and who you're with. The G-center also. And if you're a reflector, then you have a holistic authority felt in your whole body through all the transits of the moon. Felt in your whole body and being, and yet this G-center is so important because it reflects the place and also the people. So you might also want to put your hands on your G-center. So here you are, home, in your authority. And there is a magical marriage between your authority and the G-center. So if you don't already have your hands on your G-center, you might like to leave one hand on your authority and the other on the G-center. So when I follow my authority, my G-center brings everything home. Most of all, brings me home to myself. Whether I'm open or define this magnetic monopole, I get out of the way and it pulls and attracts and is magnetic. So just noticing now, if you had a magnet in your chest, how strong would it be? Just feeling into the sensation, imagining the magnet, imagining the pull, and giving yourself a reference point. Yes, it's this strong. Some of you might be numbers people, you might want to give it a rating. Others, it's just a feeling. How strong is it? How much is your authority in charge, allowing this monopole to do its work? Or how much is your mind in the way? So, however strong or weak this magnet feels, bringing your attention now to your authority. And bringing your awareness to your willingness or not to listen. Yes. Speaking to your authority in your inner world, yes, I'll follow you. Yeah, I'm willing to follow you. Yes, there's something in me that will listen to you and follow you. And just intending to give it more power, more agency. Noticing the sensation of more agency in your authority. And then coming back to your G-center. Is it stronger? Turning up the magnetism. And now you know where to put your hands when I say come in and home. And again, 3 big deep breaths in through the nose and out through the open mouth. And on the outward breath, just intending to let go of anything that's distracting you without needing to know what that is. And when you're done, feeling your feet on the floor, noticing your body at rest in the chair, hearing the sounds in the room, and when you're ready, you can breathe your eyes open. thank you for trying that. We're going to do some experiments. Yeah, so the first experiments are experiments that I have done before. They come from Living Your Design, or some of the experiments that we do in Living Your Design. And then if we have time, there's another experiment I'd love to do, which I've never done before. And I thought this would be a great place to try it. So let's see how much time we've got, see how we go. Okay, so for the first experiment, I do need some volunteers, and we need, you know, sort of half and half, defined and open. So I want to start, and around 20 people. So I'd like to ask and invite, are there any people, well, first of all, for the open G centres, I'd love it if some reflectors would take part, and some mental projectors. So I wondered if there are any volunteers of that type who'd like to stand up and come into the middle. Let's see how many we have.